So we got the truck hooked up to the trailer, got the trailer off the jacks and everything. Mike is just cleaning stuff up. He's got everything disconnected already, and we're pretty much ready to move it. We'll be missing living by the goaties. We'll be living all the way down there now, by the home site. What do y'all think about everything? What do y'all think? So there goes the camper. We moved it from our little junk heap over here. The people before us left a lot of stuff. You can see like the track lighting and stuff like that, and that storage building, and the tornado that came through almost a year ago made a mess of things over here pretty bad. So, and since our last video, we got a neighbor that moved in, and he's living in the right side of that barn over there. It's really nice. He's come a long way. But yeah, that's what I'm talking about when I mean we need some more privacy. And like I said, we got that electric meter hooked up down there, and we just really need to be down there and need to be utilizing that meter because we are paying for it. So there's the goaties. They're gonna miss waking me up in the morning. And the chickens. So yeah, we're moving back to the home site. So excited. We got her back to the home site. So we are down at the home site now, and a lot's changed since the last video I've posted. The first being our well. Mikey dug our well. This is the first attempt, so we may hook up like a pitcher pump to that one just for watering plants, or you know, if something happens, we have a pitcher pump. And this is the other one, and then our pressure tank and pump. So he ran the line all the way down to the house. So we have a spigot with a hose sitting there, and basically we'll run our plumbing in from there to this side of the house. We also have our electric hooked up. We have outside receptacles, and we have our meter and our panel box. So he has the camper hook up here, and it is running all the way down and around the house to where a camper is now sitting. But yeah, so we have water hooked up from this side of the house to plumb this side. And then he dug a trench all the way around from this one around the house, and he ran the plumbing over to this side so we can plumb this side of the house. There's the camper. And the AC's already kicking. Isn't that nice?
Yeah.
And then we got another one and another hose. So we are finally making progress here, and winter is definitely over. It's probably almost 80 degrees already, which I'm not complaining about one bit, because like I said, we really didn't have enough power to run heaters during the winter, and being from Florida, I don't do the cold, so I'd rather sweat than have to freeze like that. So very happy, and we're making a lot of progress here. So we have our privacy back, and it's just so nice and quiet over here. And then as far as our house goes, we started to frame the front. So our next steps are to build a set of steps, which we already have the material, just temporarily because we're done climbing up and down ladders. And then we're going to frame the rest of this in and move towards the back of the house and start, we have to cut the doors out of the back of the containers for these, and these, the back of them have doors, so we have to cut those out and frame in the entire back of the house. And then we're gonna get in there and start cutting out the inside of these containers, and that way we can access these outer walls on the exterior. That way we can start framing for the rest of our windows and our back door and stuff like that, which we already have sitting here too. So we made a lot of progress, but we still have quite a ways to go. We really just want to get our house dried in. That way, you know, everything stays protected, and just be done with the outside. That way we can start with just our room, a bathroom, and the kitchen. That way we can move in and the camper situation will be done. But for now, this is home sweet home. All right, so here's our home site. That's the way towards the driveway. We have like a circle driveway coming around. So you come in this way. And then there's our well that Mikey did, and our electric meter. And then there's our house. And then we have the camper over here to the right. Give you all the grand tour. Hi, Mikey. He's installing our satellite right now. Here's our Chateau Lalo. Here's our living room. Our kitchen area. Home is where we park it. There's our little pantry area. Here's our bathroom. There's not much to it. And then our bedroom. Our bathroom sink. Our TV. That's all there is to it. But we're finally moved down to the home site, utilizing everything, and taking advantage of the privacy. So today we finished a little project. Mike mostly worked on it. He came up with the design and the idea, but what we have here is a set of stairs. We have it kind of blocked up right now because the idea is that he had it measured to where it would come out to here. That way when we do build our deck, it'll be level, you know, with the ground out here. But we're just temporarily, we put brackets on up here and just temporarily connected it to the house. That way it eliminates us climbing and worming around on the ladders. So we have us a temporary set of stairs, and then later on when we get our deck built, we can just unbolt it and bring it out more, and it should set fine. But they came out great. That'll make life so much easier. All right, Mike is gonna show me what he did with the rest of the framing. What you got here?
Hello!
It looks so good.
So, I just did the
That's
framing
perfect
on the top half and got it all done and put together. So now all I gotta do is run a couple boards to the end, and we can plywood the whole front of this thing.
Nice.
So that's gonna be good.
I'm so ready to get this thing dried in. So today we are taking advantage of this beautiful day, and Mike is actually removing the doors off the back of the containers so we can start figuring out how we're gonna frame the back side of the house in. So here's where he's at so far. So he's torching the doors off. He's starting on this left side. This is the back of our house, obviously. I wonder how much one of those doors weigh. I don't know how we're gonna, I guess we'll borrow a trailer and get them loaded up on the trailer and do something with them. We're not sure yet. But it's a start. After we get the back all framed in, we can start putting our plywood up and get the underneath. We're not doing soffit, I don't think. I think we're going with just plywood, but we can get that sealed up finally and start getting our windows and doors in. So we're making progress. And what we can do is cut out our doorways. That way we can enter from the middle and get in here and put our windows in the sides of the containers. That way we can, hi Mikey. That way we can go ahead and frame all this in and start wrapping up the outside. So we're gonna start laying stuff out. And here's how we're looking from the front. Hey. So yeah, we're gonna start laying everything out in here. That way we can get our interior doorways cut out and get our windows in. Because we'll have to enter these containers in order to get the front windows on. So that's the whole reason being.
Yeah.
You ready?
I'm ready.
So I just came in the front door, and here's our main portion of the house. We have one door cut out for one of the bedrooms, and then the door cut out for the master bedroom. And then what Mike's gonna start doing is cutting out this wall. That way it'll open up this bedroom, our master bedroom. which I can't wait to see because obviously there's another container on the other side. And we'll be able to see it all opened up. So we're starting on this right side first, and then we'll work over towards the left. And we're gonna have a pantry and laundry room here. We're gonna have another bedroom here. We're gonna have a bathroom here, and then we're gonna have another bedroom here. So all in all, we're gonna have 4 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms. And the bathroom on this side will only be accessed through our master bedroom. And then we're gonna have a hole in the floor here with stairs going down and probably a railing around. And I think we'll probably do it on this side. But that'll go down in the basement, and that's where we'll have our like den living area. And then we'll have 2 big porches on the front and the back, because we spend most of our time outside anyway. So here's all his doors he cut off the backs of the containers. It's kind of hard to see from this angle, but we got all the doors cut off the back. And the main reason we're cutting the doors in here instead of finishing the front is because we have to get in that end container to put a window on each side. So that's why we're just kind of coming in and cutting all the doorways and opening everything up. That way we can get all of our windows in, and then we can finish framing the front and putting our plywood up, and then we can finish, we'll start framing the back and then put our plywood up and go around and do our soffit, and that'll pretty much dry everything in. Here's Tractor Man doing his hillbilly thing. He's got our whole backyard leveled. We used to have a huge mound of dirt sitting over here from when we dug the containers, or dug the hole out for the basement containers. He piled all the dirt up over there and he got it leveled. This was nothing but a lumpy mess. Even trying to walk through here, you were tripping over roots and rocks and falling in holes. So it looks really good. He got the doors that he cut out. They were just laying where they fell, so we got those up and took them up front for us to scrap. So yeah, it's coming along nice. You can actually just walk straight down to where the river is back there, or the creek. So today, it's actually a beautiful day today. We've had downpours every day, so our progress on the house hasn't been that great, and we've just been busy. But today, we went to Harbor Freight and Mike got a plasma torch. So where we're at now is we're trying to get all of the inside walls cut out. That way we have access to the outside of the container, and we can put our windows in and then come back on the outside and finish drying things in. But in order to do that, we had to get inside the house and cut access. That way we could access the outside walls. So here's Mikey and his new plasma torch. Here's one container. We have the wall out for one of them. Just about. How's it going? Good. Good. What you got going on?
We got a plasma cutter, and instead of cutting the walls out with a grinder, we're now using a plasma torch.
It's cutting easy though? Awesome.
It's not bad. I thought it was going to be hotter than it is. It's not that bad.
Good, because that was the issue with the propane torch. It was just so hot.
Yeah. No, it's cutting really nice.
Awesome. So like I said, he's got a portion of the first container wall cut out. now he's working on the second container. That way we can access that far wall. So he's cutting this little strip out, that way he has access to the other side. And he can work easier on the top, getting the wall cut out. So here's like our living kitchen area. And then we already have access to this first container. And now we have access to the other one. So here's the first one. And here's the second one, finally. So this is gonna be our bedroom area. We're gonna get rid of this whole wall. It'll open it up. We have access to the outside now.
Yeah.
On the right side of the house. Yay! That's so exciting. And then we have this whole left side that we still have to cut out and make our door frames like we did on this side. It's coming along. Now that we got this torch, we should be rocking and rolling. Good job, Bugs. So here's where we're at now. We were able to get the walls cut out here and here. So basically what this will be is the guest bedroom. And then this will be the master bath. On the other side of the wall here will be 2 closets, 1 for each room. And then on this side, starting at the end of this wall back in both containers will be our master bedroom, which will give us plenty of space. And we haven't quite figured out what we want to do with the doors that we took off the back and these pieces that he cut out for the walls. We don't know if we want to scrap them yet or whether we can maybe utilize them and make bridges over the creek, because it is hunting season and that would help us get over the creeks in the dark. So the goal is now to go ahead and get our window in the front of the house on this side that we've already cut out. And then eventually we want to cut the pantry open. That way we can get into those containers and get our window in the front over on this side. So that's where we're at, and that way we can go ahead and plywood the whole front end and then start on our framing for the back.